Here's a concept that you might be interested in. I propose that instead of trying to make America great again, because America was already great, whether you want to believe it or not, with lowered unemployment, the stock market breaking record levels, um, 401ks booming, gas prices dropping. And the only thing that hindered even more of the same was congressional Republicans who were under the control of Donald Trump, even when he was not in office. So let's try something different, shall we? How about make America real again? How about that? Let's make America real again. Let's go back to the basic standards of the founding fathers. I know that MAGA wants to take us back about 50, maybe even 60 years, back before the civil rights era for certain purposes. But let's take all the way back 249 years to the time of the founders. A time when the Constitution was followed and believed in and valued by the people. Let's take it back to a time when court orders were recognized and followed, not defied. Let's take it back to the time of the writing of the Declaration of Independence, whereas we rose up and rebelled against a king who took everything but gave nothing. Or did you forget the Boston Tea Party? I know some of you learned that in school. How about a time before, listen, 2 weeks ago, or even more than that, matter of fact, at the end of March, my eggs from Walmart were $2 and change, $2.18, I believe it was, per dozen. Today, they're $5.14. $5.14. How about we take it back to a time when prices were lower and corporate conglomerates and so forth, they didn't try to price gouge. And if they did, they were called out for it. How about we go back to a time when America was real, whereas corporations agreed weren't the founding truths of our lives? How about we go back to a time where 83,000 VA workers would not be getting laid off in the next couple of months, at a time when veterans are committing suicide every 22 hours? How about we go back to a time when we didn't have a stupid-ass trade war and tariffs on every country all over the world, which, by the way, drive the prices up on us, while the multinationals and conglomerates laugh their way to the bank? How about a time when we had real government that agreed to disagree and would step across the aisle instead of thinking that one party is better than the other? For that matter, how about we take it back to a time where Americans were one, no matter the color of the skin, and went by their allegiance to the Constitution, the country, the flag, and its people? How about we make America real again instead of this facade that's been created by this goddamn game show host who's not even real himself, with dyed hair, orange, whatever that gook is all over his face, lifts in his shoes, wears long ties, and has to lie about his height and weight. You can't make America real when you have a phony in charge, a liar, a divider, and a deceitful man. Let's make America real again and start responsibly electing politicians who are going to do the will of us, we the people, not their own gain. It's a must. It's got to happen, and it's got to happen right now.